Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. Thanks for joining me again. So today I want to do another little check-in on, I know I just did one last Friday, but I want to do another little check-in on Ukraine and how they're doing, and on Putin. And then of course I'll do it again on Friday. It's coming Friday. For next week, but I didn't want to wait another whole week. I wanted to check in again. This is a day-by-day issue, isn't it? Or moment by moment. So anyway, let me drop the camera down and we'll see what comes through. Okay, so I'm using the Maybe Linneman by Ryan Edward first to check in on Ukraine. Let's see how they're gonna do. And of course, I'll check in again when I do the USA, political reading, like I have been the last couple of weeks since it started. But I didn't want to let another day go by without checking in. See how Ukraine's doing, and then I'll check on Putin and see if I can get a sense on his actions and whether they'll be stopped or whatever. But anyway, let me first settle into Ukraine. Sunflowers. Beautiful blue and yellow colors. And of course, if the man card comes through, that'll be Zelensky. Okay. All right, right there. Okay. Okay. So here in the middle with the theme, we've got some kind of an agreement. Ooh, I liked seeing that. And it's over the predator. This is Putin. I'm seeing this is Putin. And especially because the bear's behind him, the bear, Russian bear, Russian predators. This could also be the stand-in for the Russian military. But I'm doing this reading on Thursday, and this morning I heard that the U.S., that we had established a channel for us to connect, like our military, to connect with Russian military. So that we could speak with the Russian soldiers. Because we have to remember, the Russian soldiers were lied to. They were told that they were going into Ukraine for a military exercise, for military exercises. And some of them are going to do what they're supposed to do, because they're being told and they follow orders. But there's a lot of them that are rebelling, I think. So anyway, with Ukraine, I think that they have the strength, because remember, the top row controls the bottom, but well, of course it all blends together. But they have the strength over this predator, which is Putin, and there's some eyes. I'm hearing eyes on the ground. Wow. Okay, that'll be interesting when we get to Putin's reading. And notice that this knights up here to the lion, knights up to the fox. With the fox, this can be, the assassin. This can be something tricky. This is an awful card, really, the way I read it anyway, in political readings. This is, someone with a hidden agenda coming in, and a manipulator and a liar, and someone who's very cunning. But let's see, with it, okay, so for sure this is Putin. I'm seeing this is Putin. This has to do with the internet. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so this is on behalf of Ukraine. This is the military's web, internet, intention, the connections to get to the. This could also be the stand-in for the Russian military, like I said, right? There could be a minimization with the mice of, well, on one level, this is the minimization of the assassination attempt, because this is my little assassin card, assassination attempt on Zelensky that didn't go well. He's free. He's standing independently. Of course, this is foreign, and for us, being, USA, we are foreign to Ukraine. So this is us coming in with a handshake to work and keep giving, keep acting, keep actions to bring together whatever needs to come together for security purposes. Because the house is about safety and having a solid foundation to work from. And I'm thinking that because this knight's down here to the clouds, now the clouds is subterfuge. It's something that you have to wait for usually. It's hidden. It can be just a mood sometimes, or it can be something very distorted and dark. Well, I think this agreement up here is hidden. Hope Putin doesn't watch my channel. But then again, it doesn't matter. He can't do anything about it, right? That's the thing. If the USA wants to establish a back channel to communicate with Russian soldiers, he can't do a damn thing about it. And this is blocking him from seeing, like, how to even deal with it. I think he's kind of put in a position of not having very much power right now. Okay, so there's still this continual choice, at this crossroads, this choice, this path that they're on, but it's also a turning point of independence. This is my card for independence. So this is a turning point coming through right now for Ukraine's independence. Or Ukraine, I guess is how you would say it in Ukraine, I learned the other day. I learned that I was saying Kiev wrong. For, I guess Kiev is the way you say it in Russian, but I was listening to the guy on the news all the time that it was in Moscow, I guess, speaking in a Russian accent. So, anywho, there's, I think, a minimization coming in, a lessening of the burden, because of an agreement with the United States and helping out that way. I also hope that this means support coming, because a ship can literally be, ships coming in with maybe weapons to give to Ukraine. because that's, they need to get them. Somehow they need, I mean, if we give them the money to buy it, maybe they're already there, like in Poland and in other places, hanging out, and then they have the money and they just get them, or maybe we just get them the equipment and artillery and things that they need. However that happens, but I can see the commitment here, the agreement. The hands coming together to help. Now, this could also be other countries besides the U.S. So we're talking Europe, all of Europe, and any other NATO country, the U.K., across the pond, right? I'm sure Canada's helping too. All of these countries that are, because nobody wants war except for Putin. And why does he even want it? Is he just bored? Like, what the heck, man? Well, he just wants to take over the world. But, yeah, I mean, we've already had over 1 million, or there's close to 1 million, somewhere in there, refugees crossing over the borders. Yeah, okay, so but for Ukraine, to read this on another level, if this isn't Russia, let's just take Russia out of the picture and just stick with Ukraine. I mean, although they're fighting against an invader, this could be Zelensky saying, no way, roaring, literally roaring at the bear. This could also be, because the bear is money, power, and protection. And so we have the commitment of money, power, and protection coming in, the intention. And I would say it's literally artillery and internet capabilities. They could shore up ways so that if Putin tries to break internet service, they get it another way. And I think that that's what they're looking into. They're looking into, protecting. This is all about protection. And they're watching. So what's happening for Ukraine is they're getting the support and protection of eyes on any predators. And this also feels like this is protection too. Protection, watching for all different ways to protect and even hide when need be. And then this card over here, with the just literally being on the road, I'm seeing this as protection so that people can escape. Somehow or another, yeah, and then this here, okay, so this knights, right, okay. They're minimizing being seen as well. Now, okay, so hold on. Another layer of this. Man, there's a lot of layers in just these 14 cards. It's like, wow. I'm feeling like there could be some agreement, because if I do bring this back to Putin and Russia, because I mean the bear is a Russian card, right? And this could be Russia, even though they're neighboring countries. They still, Ukraine is its own sovereign nation, right? And this could be some agreement to work together so that people can safely get through the passages that they need to get through. If we pretend that I'm using the tarot and this was the Six of Swords, and you would see it, right? Because I'm feeling like that's a real possibility there. That there could be some negotiations so that people can get away. I hope that's what it is. I really hope. Let's check it out another way. Okay, let me use a different deck. Because there's a lot there, but let's let's use this one. It's the Visions of Life Tarot. It's a there, set that over there. It's bought it from a company based in Italy, but it came from Russia. And it's the weirdest deck I've ever owned, but let's just see. Okay, Ukraine. How is Ukraine going to do over the next? Because I'm feeling like it's most challenging through this weekend, which is why I decided to jump on. How's Ukraine going to do over the next few days, over this next week? And then, of course, I'll look at us. I'll look at USA. I have to look at Putin first. Okay. And, okay, specifics. The Ukrainian people. How will the Ukrainian people do? I want to tune more into the Ukrainian people and their souls, their life experience, rather than the land. How are the Ukrainian people going to do this next week? From today, from the 3rd, let's bring it out into the weekend. And into maybe mid next week even. And of course I'll check in later. Okay. Oops, had them upside down. 6 of Cups, okay. Some protection there. Contentment, Ace of Cups. Partnership, yay! Yay! Reunion, 3 of Cups. Oh! And reflection, the High Priestess. Wow, okay. I wonder if I can fit. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and draw 5 more cards and make it fit somehow without having to move my tripod. 7 of Cups. Oh, I didn't mean to draw 2, but I have to go with it. Balance. I don't read reversals with this deck. And recognition. Okay. Oh, okay. This is excellent, you guys. I might use it again for Putin, but we'll see. They fit? Yeah, just barely. You can see I had to put little notes on the cards because I couldn't figure out what they are. So I went with the book, the little book, and it's, thank goodness they tell you. I would have had to email them and have some talking. Okay. So we have here in the theme in the center this partnership. It could be a little tricky, a little overconfident. We still have to, but then again, maybe the overconfidence is us in USA, right? It's possible, right? On another level, this could be a partnership with all these different countries over Putin and his overconfidence. Look at that. Look at that image. She's like, who's this guy? Who does this guy think he is? And I still don't get it. It's like we have a chicken around with somebody's hand around his neck and it's dropping an egg. I told you that this is just the weirdest deck. If anybody knows what that means, you let me know, because I don't get it. I'm not getting it. Other than it could be, I get it. Now I get it. He's trying to seduce her, and she's looking back at him like, could this guy lay a golden egg for me? Do I want to snag him, or is he trying to snag me? Like, what does he want from me? So it's, I get it. It's the giving to get kind of a thing. But so there's a partnership with other countries who want the same thing, I think. Because it behooves them. So I'm thinking this could be our stand-in card for oligarchs, for Russian oligarchs who don't want this war, right? Nobody wants this war. Nobody wants it. Nobody except Putin, and he's a nobody in my book. But this coming together here, this is just like that hinge, that other card we had with the little Lenormand deck. Now, we have to be careful, but then again, the Seven of Cups is, even though it's illusions in this deck, it's also a card of making choices that for whatever reasons. And this recognition from the world. So for Ukraine, they have recognition from the world to support them, and we're all coming together in partnership. And it might bring us back to the good old days where we're feeling, especially with the High Priestess over here, and then on another level, just go with the image. Forget the numbers and the words on the cards, just for fun, just to try it out and see what you guys get. What I'm getting is there's a lot of older people on the planet who who are coming together in an overwhelming way to hold on to what they value the most, and they will come together to fight if they need to, and then be able to celebrate and unify, because who wants to look into that mirror if it's not good? Could we, the question is could you live with yourself if you were to align with something like Putin just for the money? And even the oligarchs, it's like they don't want to lose their money. So that's what the illusion here is about. I really feel like this has to do with the oligarchs, so does this. The moon card here is if there's some negotiations with Putin, because that's what I was, the reason I even drew this is that, because remember we had the crossroads card over here, and I was wondering if they're trying to get together to find an escape route. Well, what has come through here is that don't trust it, be careful. Be careful of that partnership, because then again, now I'm not seeing any traps here. I'm seeing, yeah, right, okay. So again, if I let go of the fact that this is the, which I kind of can't, but I'm going to try. If I let go of the fact that this is the Temperance card, which has to do with patience, there's still, if I just go with the images, we've got the devil here. Of course, this is Putin. And then we have this angel of time. And she's like, or he's like, just let them get by. Just wait and let them get by. And then we have the world. Maybe Putin wants to be seen as humane. Maybe he's had a change of heart, if that's possible. Maybe he doesn't like all this negative press he's getting. Because he deserves it, of course. And of course, whether or not Russia, state media, well, of course it doesn't tell the truth, which is why YouTube, Facebook, TikTok has banned Russian state media all through Europe. And of course, no one here listens to it, I don't think. I don't know. Anybody dumb enough to listen to RT News or RT TV or whatever? I don't think so. Well, at least none of us are. But anyway, this has to do with something coming through the internet, if I just go with the images. And the world is seeing what's going on. What's going on. Yeah. And there, it's also the world card. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I did not mean to cough right into the speaker there with the camera. It's like right there. I'm so sorry. No one wants to be squeezed, right? And this is a completion card. This is a card of wholeness. And remember, this is all about Ukraine. So I'm seeing, and it was just to do with not the land, but the people. And yes, we can't be ignoring anything. But I do see this as the passageway, and then there's wholeness there. Of course, things would have to change for them to get back in once they leave. It's like, then what does it turn into? A battle for the land that other countries will fight for, so the Ukrainian people can come back in. Now there's 1 million of them gone. I don't know what their population is. I would have to check into that. This looks good to me, as far as them being safe, as far as their safety. That looks good. Okay, hold on. Let me get just to clear it all out, and then hold your ears, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Oops. See, I don't do this very often. and then let's look at Putin. And I have another deck I might use for him too. How's this going to go for Putin? What's he up to? What's his plans? Let's do that. What are his plans? And if any come through reversed, I'll just put them upright, because I can tell they're all mixed up. What is Putin planning soon? Or will he have a change of heart? What's going on with him? What will be his actions? I don't really care how he feels, though, but what will be his actions? Okay. King of Swords. Just look at that image, man. Wow. Oh, the Fool. 9 of Wands. Five of Wands. Waiting. We've been getting that. I'm not alone in this. I've been getting that. I think Debbie got it. Did we get it together? Or did she? Maybe she got it on one of her live streams, but on my last Tuesday, the Hanged Man. There we go. There's that. Okay, hold on. And again, same. Wow. King of Pentacles. Bondage, the Devil, and restriction, Eight of Swords. Okay, so let's see. I should have looked what was on the bottom. Oh. Whoa. Okay, got to take that. Man. All right. Keep feeling like someone just needs to go in and take him and put him in jail. Let him think about or sit with his illness or just be with himself for a while. Well, he is isolated already. I think he's gotten to the point where he's paranoid, delusional. Okay, so with Putin, he's anxious. He's being haunted. He's having a hard time hanging in there. The oligarchs, well, he's anxious about his money. Wouldn't you think he'd have a bunch of cash stashed in a... Oh, but was it just rubles? I would think he'd had a bunch of cash stashed in a safe, but was it... No, you know what? His money is in the hands of the oligarchs. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Okay. The oligarchs have all of his wealth. Look at that. Let me hold this up. Look at those. Look at all those. This is incredible. We've got the throne up there on the left-hand side, the flow of water, but it's money, but it could be clean water. Oh, this is an octopus. That's right. This is an octopus man. So we've got the throne, we've got water, we have internet, cellular, whatever. We have justice. Looks like we have the ability to build things. We have medicine here. What is this? Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, it's a rifle. And then we have food. Sorry, with the little cow there. We have food. And then we have castles. Okay. Man, yeah, that's King of Pentacles, right? These are the oligarchs. And they have control, and other countries in the EU have control over his castle, his ability to build. I don't know, maybe he can't get good medical care. Who knows? All of this in his throne. Yeah. They're the ones with the control, not him. And you can see that. And I do read directionally, and we can see we've got the devil. I'm going to say this is Putin, and he's looking over here. Right? Look at that. He's looking over here at the oligarchs going, can I have my money? And maybe they told him no. Maybe they told him no. Because look at this. This is the weirdest deck I'm falling in love with. Five of Wands. These are the oligarchs standing on all the money, looking down on him. Just use the symbology here, looking down on him. He's waiting for the money. He's tied to this little tree here. There's not a damn thing he can do. And he's restricted. And I'm going to take this as the upside down Venus symbol. I always wondered what that was. I should look in that little book, but I don't know if it even tells. It's so small, right? 78 cards, and what do you get? 8 pages. They save their money, right? Okay, so this is the theme. This is like everything closing in on him. And then he's up here even though he thought he had all power, being the King of Swords. His principles are all just tied up with them and their ability to control him, because that's how it goes with money laundering. And the money is always moving around, and when you want something, you just call it in, I guess. All right. Of course, I imagine he's got to have some of his own money, but he probably doesn't want to lose his yacht. And that's the other thing too. These guys are all moving their yachts around to make sure that the EU or us, USA, we can't, stop them and seize their assets. So they're trying to protect, and now suddenly, because he decided he wanted to be an idiot, then they're having to move all their assets around and try and protect themselves and scramble, and they don't like it. And now they're wanting to kick him out of the nest of safety, and it's I guess they're at least they can converse with him online that way, even though he's probably not meeting with them in person. These are the oligarchs squeezing him, the oligarchs controlling him, and money, money. That's all. Yeah. It's all right here. I don't think I need to say anything more. That's how he's doing. I don't see him as being very powerful here. There's no way. I mean, if it were different, hold on. If it were different, if I didn't have these two cards, if I didn't have this card, if I didn't have this whole row, I might have a different take on it. Like if he were up here controlling all of this stuff. Yeah, no, I feel like this is the signs are too, no. He is not in control. And if he does have Parkinson's or cancer, we know he's not in control of his body. And then of course we have to remember this was on the bottom. Okay? Right? Something's ending. This doesn't mean he's dying. It just means a big change and ending. And look at the piggy bank. Yeah. Okay. So let me check in with just in case with this other deck. Super awesome future fortune cards. Archie McPhee's. If you want this deck for yourself, it's really fun, and it's only $10. So, hold on. Okay. Let's check in again with Putin's. How's this going to go for Putin? No. Putin's actions. First, Putin's actions. Over this next week. Let's say from March 3rd to the 10th. Actually, they're a day ahead. Aren't they like 10 hours or so ahead? I think it's got to be the 4th over there already. But let's just look at this next week. Yeah, he's making the wishes. We got to watch what you wish out for. Watch what you wish out for. See what I do all the time? You gotta watch out what you wish for. The Queen, I kept seeing a woman around him. He's wishing for his nurse. His actions are he's calling for his nurse. And he's also willing to make an agreement of what? Oh no, that has to do with the news and it's usually good news. Well, it's too neutral. Hold on. Yeah, he's worried about that. Okay, let me draw another row and then I'll move things up. Remember, these are his actions only. Okay, so he's willing to make, I have to go out on a limb and say he's going to make an agreement, which can be very shocking. Maybe it's shocking to his heart. Maybe he makes an agreement, or in some coming together, he has a stroke or a heart issue. But there's a goal here with the anchor. But then again, this is him and his damn, targeting in, wanting to get something. This could be a control over, like, submarines. And the moon, this could be between now and the full moon coming in, which of course I'll read on that. It wouldn't be in this week's astrology reading for next week, but it'd be the week after. We just had the new moon. So that means we'll have a full moon. We had a new moon in Pisces yesterday, so that means we'll have a full moon in Virgo, all about the details. And health. That should be good for coronavirus relief, support. But anyway, I digress. This could be the full moon. This could be a cycle of shocks that maybe he's going to be complete with. He's trying to move towards power, towards this just endless domain of power. But he's also like, I just heard, I want my mommy. There's something going on there with him health-wise. And I think that even though these are showing his actions, it's also showing that he doesn't have control over the way his heart works and his emotional body. And he also doesn't have control over his nervous system. If this card would have been up here in the center, landing and affecting these down here, I would have a different take on it. But it's down here, and he's wishing he isn't shocked. So his actions in the past are bringing this shock in for this next week. Whoever this woman is, has some solution for him. It could be, this would not be a daughter though, but this could be a family member here with the moon, but this would not be a daughter because this would be his equal, like love interest. Right? Like if he came through, he'd be the king. His main squeeze would be the queen. So this is someone he cares about. But this, wish for her to come together and love him, there's some shocking, she's in control. So this may very well be his main squeeze, lover, caretaker, whatever. He's been divorced twice. How they got away from him is what I'm wondering about. Oh my goodness, my heart is hurting just doing this. And I didn't set the intention to keep this out of my body, so I'm empathing a heart problem with him. And it's totally on my right side, so it's definitely masculine. But she has some solution, the key to maybe completing a cycle by the full moon. That's interesting. Let's see what was on the bottom over here. That's his health card or strength card. Oh goodness, wow. A strength card, he might need a prescription of some type, but this broken mirror just shatters everything. And didn't I get that in the last reading with them for them? I did, or maybe it was on my live stream. I think it was on Tuesday's live stream. Towards the very end, I got the broken mirror in this deck for him. And the message that came through was a shattered reality for him. So, okay. I feel complete there. Let me ask one last question, because I know it's out there in the collective consciousness. We're all wondering. Let me just use a regular Lenormand. Will the USA be okay? Are we going to be okay getting through this? Well, and it's not just the USA; it's everywhere. We're all on high alert around, Putin's threat to use a nuclear option. I don't know if he said it out loud or we inferred it or how, I forget, but it's out there. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging with that. And I'm going to put this out into, for now, 3 years. Okay. Okay, I feel good with this. You can always look into it more deeply later, but I want to hurry and get this uploaded for you guys. And sometimes YouTube is very slow. And I don't have that great of upload speed either. So, what we have going on here, I don't know who this woman is, and it could be just the feminine receptive energy that that lies within all beings. Doesn't matter if you're male or female or however you identify. We all have a divine receptive energy, consciousness within. There's this movement towards safety and protection, and that's the goal. I would say even in other foreign cultures, we might. This may be one of those things where there's just this threat that Putin has made turns out to get us talking and get things squared away in other countries, so that maybe we all just get out of this nuclear armament baloney. If that's even possible, I mean, I always hearken back to the days of Louise Hay saying she prays for a day when it's, the world is, when Earth is completely safe, like we are in the spirit world. So here's the danger, but this is also a card of decisions. The stars is a card of intention. So this could be a decision and intention for healing. The star has to do with the internet. You could just go metaphorically and see this as like a nuclear blast. So this could be the danger of a nuclear blast, or even nuclear accidents, which are awful, especially in the water. And this could either be one woman or a group of women, or the divine feminine within each one of us, who makes this decision to have this goal for power and protection. The house is my primo card for safety, security, and having that strong foundation where you are safe and secure. That's where we're moving towards. This could be the decision to create this decision and declaration and intention to create would it be like a doctrine? I just heard doctrine. That we all, work together to create. The moon is a card of creation. Yeah. So I would say, yes, the USA is going to be safe, and I would say that other countries are going to protect us, and I would say that, I mean, you know, we do have those intercontinental ballistic missiles. We've got this like ground-based, what's it called? Ground-based mid something defense. Ground-based, it's like GMD. And I guess we have, I checked into it a little bit yesterday. We do have 44 interceptors in Alaska and California. So like the one in California is like Lompoc, I think at Vandenberg and Air Force Base, and it's pointed in a direction to protect us from North Korea. And the ones in Alaska, of course, would protect us from the other direction in Russia, I imagine. But are we really protected? I would say yes, and the foreign nations have the same goal, to be safe. So maybe the world will be creating a way to come together, is what I'm seeing here. And if I had gotten worse cards, I mean, like this card could be a hidden enemy, this could be something awful, this would have been terrible, right? This would have been, uh-oh, be careful, this would have been really bad. So would the snake, you know, something hidden. I didn't get any of those, right? Nope, didn't get any of those. So I think we should not freak out, and we should stay in our hearts and know that our prayers matter, and just keep sending out love and do our best to stay peaceful. And because remember, it's all an inside job. You have to hold that space of love and peace within you and emanate it outward. You can't go around in a terroristic kind of warlike attitude towards life and expect to have peace, you know, around you. It doesn't work that way. So the inner creates the outer. So, okay, I'm going to stop and get this uploaded. Okay, you guys, take good care. Bye.